Hello everybody, welcome back to another Space Engine. And before we begin, if you do enjoy, please like and subscribe. Please try and watch this video all the way through. And we're back with another, me building a ship. You can see the Atlas class over there. You can see that on the left. But we are going to be looking at the evolution of the IGN Artemis class cruiser. Not light cruiser, cruiser. Has a lot of top cannons on the top, not that many on the bottom. I may change that in the Mark II, where I do a couple more things, but this one's more interior heavy. So we see here where we started with just the frame. I can't remember how long it was originally. All I know is that it was long. Then after I had done this, I quickly worked out this kind of slice here, which you see there, which gives you like a hint at how I build my ships. I throw it all into like a two-dimensional kind of thing. Now that we have that and we have the body built out, which I feel like does pretty good. We do change weapons around a bit. This is before thruster placement. We have some cannons on the bottom, but a lot on the top. Even some heavy defense cannons. And then after this, we move over here where I've added some more flak cannons. And no, that's not a new heavy defense cannon. And a couple more things that I added in cannons on the bottom. Oh yeah, this is also where I did thruster placement. I had 2 more cannons on the bottom, and I added my upwards thrusters. And my side thrusters were a bit tricky. I think you'll notice that gap there, just ignore it for now. But here are the reverse thrusters. We have very little compared to the rear engine pod, which is that monster of a thing. Now, of course, I feel like the shape could have done a lot better. Also, we have our downwards thrusters here. There are side thrust, forward, reverse, all that. Now, going here, this is where we get into the interior. So you kind of see I speed ran this. You see I added some Teleon, so I changed out all of, because I had some Warfare 2 DLC edition weapons here, which I got rid of, but I still have 2 of those weapons on the ship. So I replaced all those with Teleon anti-fighters, and I built the bridge. Now, of course, the bridge design changes in the last one when I do the paint job, but this is the bridge, very similar to the Atlas, because if we look at the Atlas, which we will go over here, same kind of bridge design, also has a bulkhead and that kind of thing, just so this bridge is a bit wider. I went a lot more interior based with this, because I built the interior, then I built all the piping. Now, I've built this, I've done the interior, I've also had 3 more cannons on the top. With this, I did the paint job, which I think turned out well. I liked using the colorable surface. I liked using this one, the neon colorable surface. I really like it. I did that, and I did some orange in it, as you can see on the comm tower up there where I have an antenna and shields. I also used the digital camo on orange there. Now, how did I get the paint jobs good? I used something called the paint gun, which is a really good mod. It's really helpful, to be honest. There's not that much paint on the bottom. That's kind of typical with my builds. But basically, this is its final form shape-wise. I like it. I think it looks good. I also like how I kind of capped off the back, because it's quite interesting how I did it, due to the overwhelming amount of difficulty I had doing it. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I need to learn to close my door because I forget I have family and it's a Sunday. But I do like how this comm tower turned out. I feel like I could have done the antenna placement better. I just really like how it turned out. I like the orange on it. Now, the final result is amazing looking in my mind. We're gonna take a peek at the interior really fast. Of course, it has a massive shield, mainly due to the width and the length. So it looks like it has a massive shield. So, we're going to enter through the airlock, which is over here. You can tell my character's already inside. Yeah, I will actually turn off my HUD. I also have the exact same automatic closing door thing as I do on the Atlas here. Okay. So we have the opposite there. We're gonna go check out the bridge really fast, in which I'm going to close something. Because this is the first one of my ships. Technically, there are 2 ships to show off in this episode. It's amazing. But we have the bridge here, very similar. Transparent LCD, light here. Goes back a bit. I think it works like perfectly. Yeah. So that's there. I like how instead of just having all the consoles here, which I could have done, I integrate them into the wall itself. So this is just how I have these set up. Basically, it's kind of like a trench-like feeling is what I'm going for in this. And back here we have the main, like, meeting room and all that kind of stuff. Well, meeting table, where the captain and, like, a commander or someone else could meet. That kind of thing. It's basically a hollow table. Going back down, we find ourselves in this hallway, which if we continue going down, because I actually enjoy using the passages for what they're made for. I am going to use this ladder to go all the way down. Am I going to regret it? Yes! Yeah. I hope I'm louder than the music. Background music. Okay. So here we have an intersection where we have the bridge and airlock. We gotta check out engineering, which I never finished the sign for. That's nice. Engineering on that. So this is engineering. I feel like it turned out okay. Could have been better. Wasn't my main concern. I got a lot more jump drives and an extra reactor in here. And you can see the timer block for the doors and all that. Now, going through here, you see we have a hangar / cryo plus med bay. So we have a hangar bay, and we will come back to this in a second, but this is the hangar bay. Pretty neat. It can fit 2 fighters, and that's about it, which isn't that bad when you think about it. And when you do go up these, it actually does spit you out onto the catwalk if you don't continue running forward like I just did. Continuing forward here, we have cryo bay and medical bay. Medical bay has some beds and that kind of thing. Makes sense. It's a medical bay. You'd want your patients to lay down, wouldn't you? I never actually checked out. I like this. It kind of looks like a mirror from here. The glass, due to just how everything is. And of course, we have the medical bay itself, in which you can see, there I am. I'm not using any of the suits mod or anything like that. And then going through to the other side, if I can ever get over there. is the cryo bay where we have 6 cryopods, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 cryopods. And to be honest, this ship can hold more, but of course, while some people are in cryo, it's probably hold like 12 people in all, which is pretty good because you'd have 2 shifts working. But now that we've looked at the Artemis, let's look at the 208. And if you're wondering if you've already, I hope you've guessed correctly. This is the fighter. The IGN fighter. And I think it turned out really good. That's my personal opinion, though. It's probably one of the better fighters I've made, and it's 100% original. No, like, heavy inspiration taken. It has okay maneuverability. It isn't that well when it comes to reverse thrust. The idea is that you launch it out the side here, get it out, drop it down, and you go. And when you're no longer protected from the shield, you can fight. Now, I like the look of it. I like how it turned out. It's a bit bulbous and the back could do some work, but that's with a lot of my builds. From what I've noticed. Now, we're going to put the shields down and we are going to take this into a test. Now, I am actually going to quickly save because I feel like doing a bit of testing. Even though I don't think I'll find an enemy because I don't think there is any around. Yeah, no, not right now. Yeah. Well, we're gonna head back in. We're gonna close the hangar doors. I do like how I have the hangars here. I did kind of sacrifice reverse thrusters for this small hangar. I feel like it's a sacrifice well made. But I like the utility of this. Now, of course, there's no connectors to connect to. There are also, of course, a lot more better builds you could be looking at if you're trying to get hangar design. Like, I know one creator on the workshop named Venom. He makes amazing hangars. If you want just a quick snippet, I could probably, I won't spawn in one of the ships since I don't want to overdo this video. I don't want to fill with too much content. I will say though, he does have a channel, but he hasn't posted on it in a good minute. If you want to find, he does have a faction, it's RCSP. You may have heard of it before. I'm pretty sure I talked about it in my review for the RWI Valiant. But yeah. Artemis class. Beautiful ship. Now, of course, I haven't set up any of the toolbars. Like, I finished this late last night. I had a lot to do. Like, when I started yesterday to work on it, it was still in the process of building the body. So it was still in the process of that, the body itself. But now it's done. We have everything grouped up, we just don't have any controls in. Which is something I still need to do. We have this, and then you can do this. Emergencies appear. Basically, the idea of this came from another faction that Captain Jack, the creator of RWI, knows. The creator of that faction, CNL, a lot of their ships. Also, CNL is built by a person named Kraz, who is a pretty good builder in my mind. Here, I know I have some RCSP and some of that. Hold on, maybe I can just go straight to the workshop. Hold on. I know I said I didn't want to rant on, but now I am. Hard life, I guess. Pretty sure all of his bridges are like this. Not smart. Okay. RCSP. So first we're gonna look at this. So we have all these. Okay. Here is probably the best one you want to look at. If you want to like look at good hangers from Venom. Beautiful. This thing is made with hangers in mind, and took him a good several years to think that this was finished in 2020. Have the interior. We have the bridge. I really want to review this ship. I'm worried it'd kill my PC though. The beautiful ship. Here's one of the hangars. Here's just the maintenance hangar. Or this is engineering, and you have like a small little maintenance hangar down there. If I'm correct. This is another point of view of engineering, I believe. Then the hangar. This is perfect, hangar-wise. This is like the best thing. And I feel like I'm gonna end it here for today's episode. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe if you watched all the way through. I do thank you, and I will see you all next time. Godspeed and goodbye. Godspeed and